In the top right position as the red Protoss player from Team My Insanity, it is Stardust, who just took that last game with the 7-gate +1. Stalker, mostly, Zealot all in. Up against this gentleman in this Northwest who is currently up 2-1. He is just one short throw away from dropping this series. From Team Mousesports, it is VortiX. So, pretty fast probe scout from Stardust. He actually pylon scouting. That looks like it's pretty close to blocking the Nexus, but I'm sure he knows better than me. And he wants to just be aware of what's going on. Make sure he can deny a base, I guess. I don't know. He must be worried about a very fast pool. It's the only reason I can imagine you would send a probe out this fast. And the only reason you would send a probe out this fast to be worried about an early pool is when you are worried about going Nexus first. So Stardust probably wants to expand very quickly. He's already going on here trying to deny mineral mining from this patch. From the Zerg player. Just being annoying. Trying to deny the whole patch. Maybe poke these drones as well. Very annoying probe. Very, very annoying. Now he's mined $5, so he can't do anything else. Spawning pool's on the way, very standardly timed. And Stardust is just going to back off. I think he's still going to go Nexus first because he knows that it's not anything worth worrying about at this time. Huh. Wow, he actually goes Gateway. Forge. He doesn't want to take the risk. That's interesting. I honestly expected him to go for a Nexus first, but it's okay. He's just worried that, oh, he wanted a pylon block. That makes sense. Yeah, there's basically, it's like the unwritten rules of Protoss versus Zerg. If you go Nexus first, you can't pylon block. And if you want a pylon block, you obviously can't go Nexus first. So he wants to delay the base, wants to mess him up, and do what he can to delay the everything. Forge is done, Photon Cannon is on the way, and we should be seeing a gateway pretty damn soon from Stardust. We have a very fast gold base. I wonder if he realized that blocking the natural would force a gold, because he's scouted it already. He knows the gateway is on the way. Does Stardust have a special build to kill this stuff with? That's the real question. 4 Lings are crossing the map now, and the probe at the tower will be pushed away. VortiX starts his natural expansion, but I don't quite know where exactly he wants to go with this. Not to see. And, well, probe's going to dance away. The Lynx can't really do too much here because of this wall. Actually loses another Zergling. But a third hatchery is on the way now. VortiX is getting everything set up. Zerglings are still kind of... He's just looking for pylons, really. This one Ling that's here just wants to see if any units try to move out of the base. He can't really see anything with this. He has high ground vision with that? It's actually kind of funny that he can see high ground vision with the Zergling that low on the ramp, but oh well. Probe's going to get pushed back. Probably killed here. I don't really think... I don't think he's going to get out of here. Not anytime soon, at least. Photon Cannon. Second cannon, actually. He must think he's going to get attacked. And there's a lot of slow Lings, but I don't know how much of a threat this is. If you have a Zealot, if you get a Sentry, this shouldn't do any damage at all. Like, he should totally be fine. I don't think he's going to be in any trouble at all versus this Zergling force. This saturated gold base, definitely a pain. He has to be very careful about whether or not he wants to use that extra economy to just bounce right off into a very aggressive attack off of these 3 bases early on. He's taking his gas now. 6 minutes is very standard for Zerg versus Protoss. Stargate on the way as well. And the Zerglings are still dancing around where this 3rd base is. So he could go for Oracle, he could go for Phoenix. I feel like it's a little bit late in the game to go Oracle. Phoenix is probably better. And he does have the Overlord behind this natural expansion area. Warp gate research, has begun. And I'll have to see. I still really like this economic position for VortiX. It's one of the few times where being pylon blocked, it's like not even that bad. Unless he had a build specifically timed out to kill this gold base, there's not much of a point, I think, in giving the Zerg a reason to go straight to it. But Mothership Core takes a couple pot shots at the Lings, wants to clear the tower. A Void Ray is on the way, actually. Very fast Void Ray. Huh, I see what's going on here. There is a Spore Crawler on the way. How many Void Rays does it take, though? That's the question. How many Void Rays does it take, since he knows there's a Stargate, to break this base? I mean, a couple Void Rays with the Prismatic Alignment will absolutely destroy a Spore Crawler. That's for certain, but does he have enough to break everything? There's no Spore in the main yet. Maybe he just goes and attacks the main base. Huh. Well, his Void Ray's already crossing the map. There's no Overlord to watch. This is already kind of intriguing. VortiX goes for a main base scout. He doesn't really see much of anything, though. There's not much to see. This second cannon means any type of Zergling run-by simply isn't going to work. And he's taking the gas at this base. I don't think he knows about this Void Ray. But is he going to just go? He has a queen he can bring from the natural. I think the 2 queens with this Spore Crawler here should be able to push the Void Ray back. Maybe wait for the second Void Ray? I don't know. This will be interesting. He's like sharking his way through. What is he looking to do? I think there's no... has VortiX not seen that yet, huh? VortiX really hasn't seen that Void Ray yet. So now it's 2 Void Rays. And I think they're going to go for the Spore. Oh, a second Spore is on the way. He will prismatically align that. And that Spore is good as dead. But this Queen can just retreat to the second Spore. Maybe he can deny these gases? Just kill the drones? Yeah, I guess this is not a bad map for this weird Void Ray harass. Not a bad map at all for it. He's killing extractors. Go for it, man. Kite to your heart's content, Stardust. Work those Void Rays. Yeah, definitely pretty interesting. So let's see here. He has a couple Roaches, a couple Zerglings on the map. Hydro Descent is going to complete very soon. Roach Speed is on the way, as well as +1 missile attacks. Now, 3 Void Rays, man. The 3 Void Ray hit squad trying to deny extractors all day, every day. 4 Zealots on the way up front. And this army is quite meager. The Hydralisk Den is done, though. Hydralisk range is on the way. So we should see a few Hydras squeezed out reasonably soon. And Stardust is just playing with this heavy Void Ray harass. He's reaching that point where he could probably just prismatically align this Spore Crawler without too much trouble. I'm wondering if he's going to do that. There are 2 Spores nowadays, so will that be enough? He's just going to kill this Extractor. He's denying gas mining, which will, inevitably delay his ability to get Hydralisks out. I think he even transfused it. No luck. So Stardust just being really, really annoying. All right, I can dig it. I haven't seen a strategy used like this very often, but I guess it's pretty good on this map considering that there's a gold base with a lot of airspace around it. He's going to go try to check for third bases of the Protoss, and Stardust actually takes his gold. This Zergling will see it. Tries to love tap this probe, no luck. Cannon on the high ground to help cover the mineral line. 14 links, so it looks like it's Zergling Hydralisk. He has +1 ranged attacks about to complete. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. He's coming through these voids. There's too many Hydras, though. Thankfully, those Hydralisks do not have the speed upgrade, or these Void Rays would be dead. But I don't know how Stardust stops this attack. He has a good number of Gateway units, Sentries, and Immortals, but is that enough to kill this many Hydralisks with Zerglings? This is a very anti-Roach army, it seems. Not necessarily Hydralisk or Zergling. And here he comes. Force fields out the Hydras. There's still Roaches getting some damage. And those Void Rays actually with the Prismatic Alignment doing lots of damage. Is this actually working with the Guardian Shield? He's picking off all the Hydralisks. Everything is dying, warping from the high ground with those Zealots. And Stardust basically saying, yeah, no. I know my army looked pretty damn weak, but I can still absolutely crush you. The Spire halfway done. And that was a very good fight for Stardust. He kept the Immortals alive. He only lost a single Void Ray, I think. Yeah, he still has just 3. And he's continuing to produce Void Rays and Immortals. Void Ray Immortal is one of those really weird compositions that's very powerful in low numbers, but pretty horrible in like an endgame fight versus mass Hydra Link. But let's see. Can he end the game? Both players kind of dancing around that 130 supply mark. VortiX is trying to get a little bit higher. But this is a crazy army composition to fight Queen Hydra Ling versus Void Ray, and then I guess a standard Gateway army with a few Immortals mixed in. So this is kind of crazy. He's moving up towards the tower again. He cannot afford to lose any more of these units, though. He needs to be very careful, and he's going for a big Hydra Ling surround from the other side. He's trying to just swallow this army up from both directions. Here comes VortiX, gets some Mothership Core. He's got almost the surrounds from force fields to pinch off the left half of that army. He only wants to fight half of this at a time, and he will be granted that wish. The Void Rays are left bare, though. Oh, he's losing 1, potentially 2. Void Rays are going to go down here. He slows the Queen, throwing the transfuses to each other. The Hydra's get the rest of the Void Rays. He's moving in. There's just 1 Void Ray left. The Hydra's targeting from below the Void Ray. Is he going to get it? No, it's still alive. Another Immortal rolls up, just walks into a bunch of Hydralisks and dies, and there's still 3 Immortals here. That cannon on the high ground gives a lot of additional support as well. The Queen's giving in their damage. More Hydras from the left, and VortiX wants to take this series. He wants to move on to the grand finals. Can he make it happen? Stardust loses the last 2 Void Rays. GG, VortiX advances to the finals. He will be playing against the winner of Major Jachi. GG, well played by VortiX. What a man. Unstoppable. VortiX played a great series.